You just have to be willing to put yourself out there. And once you do, the magic will begin to happen. I'm happy to use my life as an example so that others can learn. You may have to let some things go before you become successful. Success looks different on everybody, and so does the process. Some of you want success but don't want to let go of the exact thing that's in your way of obtaining success. You can't have it both ways. Welcome to Living Your Truth with Tavares. Wow, thank you. I am living in my blessing. Thank you so much. This is great. Wow. Welcome back to the show. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. I am him. What's up to everybody up top? What's up to everybody in the middle? And what's up to everybody down here around me? Thank you once again for being here to support me, the show, the staff, the team, and everybody else. And shout out to you all around the world who continue to listen in. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Today's show is about meeting me where I'm at. Now, not you meeting me, but me meeting me where I'm at. Now, mentally, physically, nutritionally, and spiritually. Acknowledging that's your starting point. Meeting yourself where you are mentally, physically, nutritionally, and spiritually allows you to take on an honest inventory of your current state. This is the mindfulness part, right? This is the part where we are super intentional. By recognizing where you're starting from, we avoid unnecessary pressure to compare ourselves to others or to your ideal self. This approach encourages self acceptance and creates a foundation to build upon. We want to be able to build upon what we acknowledge as a starting point when it comes to ourselves. There's more than one way to skin a cat. We're just now getting into this, right? Meeting ourselves where we are really it lends itself to how we're going to see the day. Let's take this in bite sizes, by the way. We're not going to say the year or the week. We're going to talk about even the hour, right? Take it in bite sizes. This is going to be helpful when it comes to meeting myself or you meeting yourself where you are at. Acknowledging our starting point helps us to set realistic and attainable goals. When we understand our current strengths and challenges, we then can create a path forward that feels manageable and empowers us rather than overwhelms us. This is the part where we get to get very intentional because we're already in this space, and that's why I want to dig in a little deeper. Meet me where I'm at. This type of self-compassionate approach fosters sustainability growth in all areas of life. Meet me where I'm at. It's important for me to do that. That's what I call baseline. You guys have heard me say this phrase before. Meeting my day at baseline. As long as I am at baseline. That's what I'm talking about right there. We have to acknowledge where we are, whether it's getting up in the morning, whether it's in the afternoon, whether it's in the evening, whatever the case, Monday through Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever the case. Acknowledge where you are starting from. In fact, this may save a lot of arguments around the world, real talk. If more of us focused on where we are and paid attention to where we're starting from, we probably wouldn't be so reactive, right? Right. Just the facts. I'm just saying. It also, when we meet ourselves where we are, it reduces self criticism. We've all done this. I've done it. I probably still do it at times. I do my best to recognize it and then correct it, of course. When we meet ourselves where we are, we stop judging ourselves for not being further along. I did this for a long time. Already did it for y'all. I'm telling you, let it go. Let it go. Give yourself permission to let it go. Let it go. Let it go. It's easy to fall into a cycle of self criticism, especially when we focus on where we think we should be instead of appreciating where we are. Meeting ourselves where we are at fosters patience and a more positive mindset. I've been able to create a more positive mindset and in turn, positive vibration, positive frequency. People want to be around me. They want to call me. They want to ask me questions. They want me to consult on things. You get where I'm going. A whole lot of beautiful things come from this. Okay? Remember, reducing self criticism is a win. It improves our mental and emotional health. That's a win. It also allows us to focus on progress rather than perfection. Perfection, that's too much damn work. Who wants to be perfect? I'm not perfection. I'm progress, people. That's what I'm talking about. I'd rather focus on progress that is more about growth. Okay? Less judgment. We're able to create a better space, a more healthy space for growth, for learning, self compassion. And these are all essential for long term well being and fulfillment. So now we're talking about sustainability. Again, this is a beautiful thing. And this is Living Your Truth with Tavares. Be right back. Welcome back to the show. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. I am him. Today we're talking about meet me where I'm at. I love this right here. I mean, I love all the topics, but again, I have some that are like, they hit a little different. This is one of those. When we meet ourselves where we are at, it improves goal setting as well. It allows ourselves to align with our goals. And then we allow that to align with our current reality. When your mental, physical, nutritional, and spiritual state are acknowledged, your objectives become more realistic, more achievable, and this all prevents burnout and frustration, from setting unattainable goals. We've all done it. You ever set a goal that you just know is just way out there, like way out there, and you want it and it's genuine, it's authentic, but you just may not have the capacity at that time. This is what I'm talking about. Don't get frustrated. Just set a more attainable goal. The process also fosters a sense of accomplishment as we see progress at a pace that suits us for our unique journey. Remember, your journey is going to be different than your boys or than your girls, than your friends. It's going to look different. You don't want to compare yourself nor your progress to the person standing next to you. There is no point because you do not control what they're doing and they don't control what you're doing. Whether it's a small nutritional change, a mental health practice, or a spiritual routine, realistic goals pave the way for steady, sustainable improvement. And that's a part of the program. Sustainable, steady, consistency. These all speak to long term, and that's what it has to be. That's what it should be when it comes to me meeting myself where I'm at. If I'm not meeting myself where I'm at, then I believe I'm not going to be as effective for anyone else because I'm not being as effective as I can be for myself. Meeting me where I'm at also allows me to build self awareness. I'm able to pinpoint where I went wrong or where I went right. It helps me to reflect, to encourage myself, to be more on top of my mental and physical and nutritional well being, to dial more into my spiritual needs. This level of self awareness helps me with identity, right? Helps me to identify who I am, who I'm turning into. Am I changing at a pace that I appreciate? Am I changing the things that I indeed want to change? It deepens my understanding of what I truly want, what truly serves me for the better, not for the worse. So these are just some of the things that, they come with meeting ourselves where we are. That's why I'm sharing this because I've been on the other side. I've not met myself where I should. And let me tell you, I paid the price. So again, I'm qualified to share this. When we develop self awareness, we can make more informed decisions. Hello. And these informed decisions align with our goals and our values. So, with this level of intentionalness or intentionality, it leads us to more meaningful changes, ensuring that steps that we're making and that we take benefit us overall. and that it shows up in our health and our overall happiness, our relationships, with our kids, with our lovers, with our whomever. And that's what it does. It just shows up there. Not that it just shows up there. I mean, obviously we're working towards it, but the reality is that we're getting out what we're putting in. So if we're putting in love, we're going to get out love. And that's a beautiful thing. And so is the show. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. We will be right back. Today's show is brought to you by The Body Synthesis, mitigating health risks through preventative medicine, nutrient-rich coaching. For more information, check out thebodysynthesis.com. Welcome back to the show. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. How's everyone doing today? Thank you for joining us on another great episode of Living Your Truth with Tavares. Today we're talking about meeting yourself where you are at, mentally, spiritually, physically, and nutritionally. It's important that we do this. I mean, I know it's important for me. It may be different for you, and that's cool too. All inclusive here. By meeting ourselves where we are, we treat ourselves with a level of kindness, respect, and recognition that is growth making. It helps us to grow. All right. And it takes time, but overall, we're benefiting from this level of self-compassion. It also helps us to break free from cycles of guilt, maybe shame, right, that are often accompanied by unmet expectations. I've been there. It sucks. It sucks. Trying to get a whole bunch of things done. In my head, it looks doable, but in reality, it's not. I'm coming up short, and when I don't prepare, that's when the frustration sets in. Self-compassion is a powerful motivator. When we show ourselves grace, we're more likely to continue to make progress, even when the journey feels challenging, right? Even when it doesn't look the way we want it to. This mindset creates a supportive internal environment where we can thrive. And that's why we dig it so. That's why we dig it. That's why it's like, yo, meet yourself where you are. Let me meet me where I'm at. That's important, right? It also encourages balance. I got to create balance in my life, right? Work-life balance. I already am neurodivergent enough, so I got to have routine. I got to have steps, right? So balance is a natural progression for me. Acknowledging where I'm currently at states where my current state is helps me to prioritize balance across all aspects of my life. It ensures that I'm not going to neglect any areas such as mental health or spirituality while focusing solely on another like physical fitness or nutrition. So we don't have to neglect one to have all of them. Just spend time on, a little time on each of them. By striving for balance, we cultivate a holistic sense of well-being. Each area supports the other, right? Creating a harmonious lifestyle. Everything is kind of like, like a, what do they call those? Like a symphony, right? Like classical music. It's like all the instruments are complementing each other. Each area supports the other. Boom. See what I mean? And we're able to feel grounded, nourished, and at peace within our progress. Who doesn't want to be at peace within their progress? That's a complete win. Complete win. And I get that not everybody can have that, and not everybody will have that off the top. But if you stick with it through consistency, loyalty, and devotion, absolutely, absolutely, you will have it and you will create it and you will be better for it. But you got to go through and do the hard thing, right? Right. Doing the hard thing helps us grow. So we're going to do the hard thing. We're also going to allow ourselves to be inspired, because when we inspires, look, gratitude is the attitude. And when we meet ourselves where we are at, we inspire gratitude for small wins. We begin to take notice and celebrate the small victories along the way. These moments are necessary. Whether it's eating a healthier meal, completing a workout, or meditating for 5 minutes, become more meaningful of your milestones. Become more intentional. See, these are all set up to keep you motivated. And not only motivated, but in line with yourself, really. Celebrating small wins fosters gratitude, keeps you motivated, keeps each step forward reinforcing the other through your belief in your ability to grow, reminding you the whole time that even the small efforts contribute to the overall success of your well being. And that's where a lot of us get stuck. We forget about those small steps. We want everything to be so grandiose. We want everything to be loud and out front and big and all that. Big is not always better. So give yourself grace, patience, take it easy. You know what I mean? Like, give yourself that space to grow, to evolve. Super important. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. We will be right back. Welcome back to the show. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. Hello, everybody. Thank you for being locked in with us here. Today, we're talking about meet me where I'm at, and that is, metaphor. Yeah, I guess it is metaphorically, mentally, nutritionally, physically, and spiritually. That's right. Meet me where I'm at, right? And not you meet me where I'm at, but me meet me where I'm at, right? Right. Because when I do that, it also reduces that feeling of being overwhelmed. This is another huge reason why we do that. We don't want to be anxietied out, stressed out. So this is why we meet ourselves where we are at. Trying to overhaul your whole life at one time can feel overwhelming. This is why we do it in bite sizes. You don't want to overhaul your whole life. No need to overhaul your whole life. Do it a little bit at a time. It's sustainable that way. If you are going through a huge life shift, do what you can to take it in bite sizes. Do what you can to look at it in bite sizes, small bite sizes. Looking at it through the whole thing, through the whole enchilada, it's going to be a whole lotta that you really don't want to follow. So be patient with yourself. Meeting yourself where you are allows you to take things one step at a time. Remember that. Reducing your stress level and trying to do too much at once is just going to do. It's going to raise that stressor meter. Focus on manageable steps. Remember, small steps. Small steps, big results. We build momentum without feeling pressure. This approach prevents burnout, helps us to stay consistent, ultimately leading to a greater success and better mental, better physical, better nutritional, and spiritual growth. Come on now, who don't want that? This is why I talk about meet me where I'm at. See, acknowledge your starting point. Understand where you're coming from before you start your day. Understand where you're coming from. Understand who you are before you even start the day. Could you imagine how different our days may be if just a few people did that? So this is why I'm sharing it. I want you to pick up what I'm putting down, so I hope you do. Because this is an opportunity for us all to meet ourselves we are at. Look, it's our responsibility. It really is. You want to be a better person? Then meet yourself where you are. And that is if you think that you're not already a great person already. And even if you are a great person already, you can still meet yourself where you are. It's all good. It also strengthens resilience. Recognizing and accepting where you are builds mental and emotional toughness, teaches us how to navigate challenges without judgment or frustration, allowing you and I to adapt, to grow despite the obstacles. Resilience empowers, remember that. Helps to keep us moving forward, helps to keep us motivated, especially during tough times. Meeting ourselves where we are becomes a practice in perseverance, reminding us that every step, no matter how small or big, has value. And that is what I want us all to remember as we navigate through life, as we navigate through our days, moment to moment, hour to hour. If you can, if you are that self aware, that's cool. If you're not, that's cool. You will learn it if you want to. If you want to, we have to be available to it. Are you available to learning? Or do you just walk away? Do you negate it? Do you avoid it? What is it? Are you in fear of growing? I don't know. It also promotes long term success when we meet ourselves where we are. We create sustainable foundation for growth. Who doesn't want that? This type of approach focuses on steady, meaningful progress rather than some quick fixes, ensuring that the change you make is lasting. We want sustainable growth. Long term success is built on consistency, people, and self awareness. By honoring our current state of mind and working at a pace that feels right for us, we create habits and routines that support our well being, for years to come. It sets the stage for us to have a fulfilling and balanced life. This is why we meet ourselves where we are at, man. Tell a friend, share this with your buddy, your bestie. Tell your auntie, your mama, your daddy, your grandparents. Just let them know, hey, Living Your Truth with Tavares is lit. He's dropping gems. We'll be right back. Today's show is brought to you by Tag Management. Photography, videography, photo booth, and drone. Book your next event with Tag Management. Go to the website, www.tagmgmt.net. Welcome back to the show. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. I am him. I want to thank everybody around the world who continues to listen in. Thank you so very much. Thank you for being flexible with me. Thank you for just being supportive. Thank you for your time and your energy. For real, for real. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I thank you for that. Today, we've been talking about meeting me where I'm at. Not me meeting you or you meeting me, but me meeting me where I'm at. Mentally, spiritually, physically, and nutritionally. It's important that we meet ourselves where we are at so that we can acknowledge the starting point from the jump, meaning from the time we get up in the morning, right? Acknowledging our starting point is super crucial. It helps us to set realistic, attainable goals. Meeting ourselves where we are at also reduces self-criticism. It improves our mental and emotional health. It allows us to focus on progress rather than perfection. With less judgment, we are able to create a space for growth and learning and self-compassion. These are essential to a long-term, well-lived, fulfilling life. We know that when we meet ourselves where we are at, it improves our goal-setting abilities. It fosters a sense of accomplishments as we see progress at a pace that suits us. And when we meet ourselves where we are at, we also build self-awareness. When we develop self-awareness, we can make more informed decisions that align with our values and goals. This is why we also meet ourselves where we are at. We also foster self-compassion. It's a powerful motivator. When we show ourselves grace, we're more likely to continue making progress, even when the journey feels challenging. And that is key. Clutch. It also encourages balance when we meet ourselves where we are at. By striving for balance, we cultivate a holistic sense of well-being, while each area supports the other, creating a harmonious lifestyle where we feel grounded and nourished and at peace within our progress. See, meeting ourselves where we are at inspires gratitude for small wins. Celebrating the small wins, fosters gratitude, keeps us motivated. Every step forward reinforces the belief in our own ability to grow. Love that. It reminds us that even small efforts contribute to the overall well-being. We also get a chance to reduce that overwhelming feeling because in meeting ourselves where we are at, we're able to focus on manageable steps that help us build momentum without feeling pressured. This prevents burnout, period. So we want this in our life. We're also able to strengthen our resilience when we meet ourselves where we are at. That's a tongue twister right there. But you guys get it. Long-term success is built on consistency and self-awareness. By honoring our current state and working at a pace that feels right for us, we create habits and routines that support our well-being for years to come. I love you all who tune in. I do. I really dig y'all. I super appreciate y'all. If y'all want to reach out, say what's up, email me. Living Your Truth Podcast at gmail.com. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Living Your Truth Podcast, on X at Living Your Truth, LIV as in Victor, INUR Truth. And in the meantime, thank you to everybody again around the world. Look, without you, it's just a podcast. But with you, it's an experience. In the meantime, love yourself, love each other, and live your truth. Peace.